In times of calm, I think really that's when decisions can be made, changes to a portfolio can be considered, plans can be developed. That's really where I see that as being a good time to do those things, as opposed to doing them in a time of craziness, in a time of peaks or valleys or volatility. When things are calm, it's a much easier environment to make rational decisions based on where you're going in your financial life. It's much easier to look at your financial future with some perspective when the world's not on fire. I think in a time of calm or reduced volatility or just sort of a normal period, it's a good time to evaluate your portfolio and make sure that it's in the right risk profile to meet your needs. So what I mean by that is if you have a retirement projection that says you need to earn 6% on your money, it would be a good time to look at your portfolio and make sure it's designed in a way that is trying to generate 6% investment return, as opposed to looking at it when the markets are up or down and trying to figure out when to buy or to sell. And then really having some education around that and being disciplined about maintaining it going forward during those difficult times, which is hard to do. So if a client calls us and wants to review their plan and their portfolio, that's super exciting. We're always up for a review of a client's situation to look at what they need, like what's currently going on in their life, what's changed in their life, how that might impact their portfolio, how that might impact what their spending needs are, how that might impact how much they need to accumulate, how it might impact their ability to save. So just doing a general review of somebody's financial situation on an annual basis allows us to check in with them. It allows you to just sort of have a baseline of where they are and just get refreshed on where they're headed. You know, our lives change on a very regular basis and things happen. And so it's good to check in and then adjust your plan accordingly. In general, when you're in a time of calm, you're always looking for opportunities to plan from a tax perspective. So if the tax law changes, you want to incorporate that into your overall financial situation. And there's just so many different ways the tax law can change. Income tax brackets can change, deductions can change, amounts of interest you can deduct changes, charitable contribution limits, you know, whatever might change. And so if there's something on the horizon for you in your life, like let's say you want to buy a house, okay, and right now you feel like it's unaffordable. And the tax law changes where it allows you to have a bigger tax deduction for the interest that you're paying on your house. That might give you the extra wiggle room in terms of being able to afford that purchase. And so it would be, as the tax law changes, you might be able to incorporate that into your overall financial situation. Like limits, every year the limits on the amount you can contribute to a Roth IRA or IRA or a company retirement plan change. And so incorporating those into your financial plan on an annual basis is a smart thing to do. And that might be consistent with a salary increase or a bonus or something of that nature. So really tying it together continuously is helpful.